believe we have 30, 45 minutes here to walk through what we call making big data small. As a way of introduction, we just mentioned Jerry Dolinsky, CEO of Verisae. From an agenda side, I want to talk to just a tiny bit on who is Verisae for the context of what the company does. Secondly, speak through a little bit of our business and the challenges that we're trying to solve in the marketplace. And then 3 disruptive trends that we see that's changing the game for all of us. A few opportunities to embrace the change based on this disruption. And then the final 2 slides or 2 sections are around what's this big data, how do you make it small, and then some example use cases. So with that, start out with the goal. I mean, really what it's walking away, hope we come out with just a gain understanding of making big data small and the practical uses. And when you talk about big data, you hear it everywhere, right? In a lot of different contexts. So from this presentation, it's about 2 different areas. One is making big data small as it relates to the life cycle of equipment, and that means from both an energy perspective as well as a maintenance perspective, and making big data small from the demand side of energy and energy consumption. So who's Verisae? We're, without even reading, we're a cloud-based software company. And a couple of slides underneath it. So everything we do is hosted in the cloud and providing solutions to a diverse customer base. So the business challenges we're trying to solve. I put the slide up. It's a messy slide, but it's to make a point. If you look at the right-hand side of this slide, those lease administration, construction management, energy management, etc., are what I'll call corporate property systems. We have some very large customers that have 5, 6, 7, 14,000 locations out there. And when I bring it up to an executive that's responsible for properties on a worldwide basis, I'll ask them, how many systems do you have in your environment to support all these functions? And some of them will say 15, 20, I even heard 50 different systems. That the lines represent that they're not connected up together. So if the middle represents an individual asset or an individual location, are those systems connected? Meaning if I'm leasing a facility, do I understand who's responsible for the roof? If I have a piece of equipment out there, do I know when it was brought in, what the expected life cycle is? Usually the answer is no, we don't. On the left-hand side, makes it even more difficult, and that is if I have 50 locations across 50 states, or if I have 500 locations, I'm dealing with a lot of different utility companies. I may have different property managers that are helping me out. I'm buying equipment from a lot of different vendors, and no one's talking to each other. So when you talk about big data, one is how do I get it out of these systems? Or number 2, how do I clean up my business processes in order to get a single view? So our vision and what we're trying to accomplish, regardless if it's our cloud-based software system that helps with maintenance or energy or whatever it may be, systems need to be open, they need to talk to each other to enable big data. And that's a much cleaner picture. That means that each of your business processes still may be separate in the functions that they do, but they need to talk. So therefore, when I wake up in the morning, I can look at a portal that says, where is the biggest bang for my dollars? I never have enough capital, I never have enough expense dollars, I never have enough people. So therefore, my initiative is around sustainability, my initiative is around energy. Where should I start, or where am I going to get the biggest return for the dollar? So in addition to that, our goal from a company is that for corporations that either don't have the technology or they don't have the people to run it, the bottom represents providing managed services. So as you go to the market, it says, great, it's a great idea, but I don't have bodies in my own place to look at this big data and make it small, so therefore you need to provide help and assistance. So as a company, what do? We provide those systems. We provide maintenance systems, energy demand side systems, sustainability, machine-to-machine, mobile workforce management. We do it from a diverse customer base. So a lot of big grocery companies out there, we have utilities. The reason why I popped up that slide, because the advantage of being on a cloud-based software is I get access to a lot of data coming through. Some 500 million work orders, I have 365,000 locations. I use that data to talk to CIOs and executives of the company that says, what's important to you? So what I'm going to do is transition to what we're seeing in the marketplace and the challenges. There's three themes that we're seeing that's coming from our customers, as well as what we're hearing in the marketplace. We've been talking about big data. Number two is mobile, and number three is Internet of Things. I think all three are very, very disruptive, and let's speak to a little bit why and what's happening in those areas. So we're quoting the word making big data small, because big data can be everything in an entire organization. We're focused on big data as it relates to energy, sustainability, and facility management. We're also focused on collecting that data, but the definition, as you can read, is small data connects people with timely, meaningful insights delivered from big data, right, or local sources, organized and packaged often visually to be accessible, understandable, and actionable for everyone.